Some love stories are never written down. They exist in whispers and glances, in the spaces between what's said and what's left unsaid. This is the story of Jada Pinkett and Tupac Shakur, two souls who collided in a moment of youth and hope, but whose love was never meant to bloom.
Girl, we got a surprise for you.
What? Piccolo.
L to the J. What's happening, baby?
Baltimore, 1986. Two kids from broken homes searching for something real in a world that often felt like it was designed to swallow them whole. Jada, a fiery girl with dreams bigger than the sky. Tupac, a poet with a volcano of pain inside him and a smile that could light up the darkest night.
Tupac Shakur.
Now, I told you, he is very sensitive about his hair.
They met at the Baltimore School for the Arts, a place where outcasts and dreamers found sanctuary. From the start, their connection was electric. Jada saw the boy behind the bravado, the vulnerability beneath the anger, and Tupac saw in Jada a kind of mirror, someone who understood his wounds because she carried her own wounds too. Tupac poured his soul into words. Every line was a confession, every verse a scream for understanding. He was the warrior poet, the outlaw philosopher, but to Jada, he was just Pac, a boy with a tender heart and a stormy spirit.
Yeah. And you guys sort of dreamed together. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we have.
Now, this actually comes to the point and the part where I've always wondered, were they really in love? Jada would usually say no, but not because there wasn't love there. It was love that usually did not fit in the neat boxes of boyfriend and girlfriend, in my opinion. It was a love that was bigger than both of them and too fragile for the world to hold. That's just what I think. I don't know what you guys think about their love story.
Rough, you can always call me.
That's why I'm here now.
As Tupac rose into being the greatest star that we all know, so did the darkness around him. His music was a beautiful weapon to me, but it was also a confession. Every album a battlefield where he fought his demons and the world that was actually doing injustice to the people in his community, to the people in the communities all over the world. Some people viewed him as angry. I definitely did not view him as angry. I just felt like he was very straightforward into expressing how he felt at that time about what was going on around his community. And I feel like people viewed him as lost. People viewed him as tragic. But to me, I just viewed him as a beautiful warrior.
I really enjoy this picture. You play a guy named Lucky. Tell me about it.
Lucky is a responsible.
Now, our sister, Jada, was carving her own path, but she never forgot the boy who wrote her poetry. She called him her soulmate, not the man she would marry, but the one who always had a piece of her heart. Now, the story about Jade is that she was always aspiring, sorry, my English is bad, aspiring to actually be an actress. And she said when she met Tupac at school in the hallway, he looked like some scrawny little kid, you know, that guy that nobody would actually be like, I want to date this dude. But there was an energy that was magnetic about him. That's what she always used to say.
Look where she's going. And then BAM! She got hit by a big ass truck.
So these people actually met in high school. These people, these two beings, these two souls were always great friends. And it's even more beautiful because after they both became very famous, because I'm not gonna pretend as if Jada is not also famous, they still remained close to they could still remain close contact. They were still seeing each other. They still had that close bond. It was so beautiful. Even Jada directed Tupac's song, California Love, featuring Dr. Dre. She directed the whole music video and came up with the whole idea and the whole concept. This is a world of people that had a bond that's like far beyond brother and sisters. They really took care of each other. In my opinion, I feel like that was just something that's not usually common these days, but also common as well. Yeah, so to me, I feel like this love story was just never finished. It never bloomed to be something that was bigger, or maybe it was bigger behind the scenes. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Please tell me what your opinions are in the comments section. I really appreciate that. Now, moving on to when Tupac was locked away, Jada still never turned her back. She was down for him. She wrote to him, visited him, held him up when the world wanted to tear him down. But even then, their love was complicated, tangled up in the weight of their own dreams and demons. And this point is the part where I was very confused. Tupac even proposed to her in prison, and for some reason she refused. Honestly, I just don't understand why. If you guys know why she refused, please let me know in the comment section, because I also want to know. If love was this beautiful, why would you then refuse? But I don't want to highlight on that. I want to highlight on the fact that even when he was down, she was still there. That's just a woman who's just beautiful. Before I carry on, I just want to say that, oh my gosh, Tupac had the most beautiful eyes. But this is not about that. Anyway, Tupac lived like a man who knew he didn't have forever. Yep, he burned bright and fast, and the people who loved him struggled to keep up with his fire. For Jada, it was like loving a star. Beautiful, dangerous, and always just out of reach. Now, moving on to September 13, 1996, Tupac Shakur was shot and killed at just 25. A life cut short, a voice silenced. For Jada, it wasn't just the loss of a friend, it was the loss of a piece of her soul.
The type of relationship we had, you only get that once in a lifetime, so...
To me, Tupac Shakur's life in its own, even though it had beautiful moments, it was a tragedy on its own. And I don't know if you guys want me to talk about or make a story, a video about Tupac's tragic life and his price for fame, please let me know in the comments section. I will do that quickly for whoever requested. He was a person that really spoke his own truth. He stood up for his own truth. Yes, things did kind of get sticky in the last moments of his life with the people that he was hanging around with. I feel like they were more of a bad influence to him, in my opinion. I just felt like he was silenced early. His life was tragic, and in this relationship with Jada, it was never explored to its full potential. But also during the time after Tupac got out of jail, after Jada refused, I feel like he also sort of had his own closure and he moved on because he was engaged to Quincy Jones' daughter, Khadija Jones. And by that time, Jada was now already dating Will Smith, and Tupac met Will Smith. So I feel like they had an agreement behind the scene, or there was something that happened behind the scene that was like, let us just end this, but still keep that respect around us. And I feel like the relationship was never given its full potential to actually bloom. That's why, to me, this is a tragic love story. It's a love story that had potential but was not out there in the open. People have judged Jada for how she talks about Tupac even now, decades later. They call her complicated, misunderstood, but the truth is she was a woman who loved a man the world never fully understood, a man who was both a prophet and a prisoner of his own rage. This is the part where it even gets even more hectic. People judge her when she cries. People be like, oh no, poor Will Smith. I mean, yeah, poor Will Smith, but people just don't understand the bond that this woman had with Tupac. He was someone that she knew from the beginning. Whatever happened from childhood until the point where he passed on was a lot to her and a lot for her to take in, specifically in my opinion. Jada moved on, built a life, found another kind of love with Will, but Pac never left her. He's in the poems she still reads, in the memories she still carries, a ghost she never tried to exercise. And sometimes, even 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when she released her book in an interview, she still cried. She still cried because she still carries that man deep in her soul. Some loves are meant to teach us, not to keep us. For Jada and Tupac, their love was a lesson in how deep two souls can go, even when the world won't let them stay together. They were two tragic souls who found each other in a moment of raw honesty and who left a love story that was never meant to end, an unfinished song echoing in the hearts of those who believe that even if a love cannot last, it can still be real. And this story, why I covered this story, it's not mostly on tragic, it's about just an unfinished love story between both of these two souls. And I just wanted to cover something that was beautiful, something that's been misunderstood in a lot of people's minds. And Jada is always blamed and always judged and misunderstood. And they just don't see themselves in her shoes, in my opinion. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Please like this video, please share, and please subscribe. And when you subscribe, please hit the notification bell, okay? I'm gonna remind you twice. Okay. This was the unfinished love story of Jada Pinkett Smith and Tupac Shakur, a story of two misunderstood souls who taught each other about love, pain, and the price of living too hard, too fast, and too bright. That's it. If you guys liked this video, please subscribe, and when you subscribe, please hit the notification bell. Do leave a comment in the comments section, an opinion about what you think. And guys, if you loved this video, subscribe because you are definitely going to like all my other videos. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.
Tupac Shakur.